y'all doing today? My name is Connor Lester, and I'll be speaking on business communication. More specifically, I'll be speaking on an article published in May of 2013 by Forbes and written by Amy Reese Anderson. Article's titled Successful Business Communication. It starts in the beginning. In said article, Ms. Anderson makes two strong points. With these strong points, they all help in being successful in business communication, but the main key to being successful in business communication, and in all communication really, is that the speaker must not speak to be understood, but must speak as to not be misunderstood. And basically what Ms. Anderson means by this is that when one delivers a message, the receiver of that message can infer many things from this message. And in order to not be able to infer, the speaker must use clear, concise, and deliberate words. That way, the receiver of the message has no room for deviation. The receiver gets the message that the speaker was trying to convey, and there is no misunderstandings. With that being said, back to Ms. Anderson's two main points of this article. Her first point is, in order to start a conversation, the receiver wants to know three things before they'll ever engage in a conversation. They want to know if the topic's going to be painful. There's a time and place for every sorts of conversation. And the receiver wants to know that they're in a safe spot and in a good place mentally and physically to receive the message. The second thing the receiver wants to know before engaging in the conversation is, how long is this going to take? As a society, we are constantly go, 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 go. We have no spare time, so to speak. So the receiver wants to know, how long is this going to take? Do I need to set aside half my day, or is this just a few quick questions that I can answer in no time? The third thing that the receiver wants to know is, what do you want from the receiver? Are you speaking just to vent, or are you speaking because you want answers to a problem? And the speaker needs to know that, or the receiver needs to know that before engaging in the conversation. Prime example of this is when you make a business phone call. You introduce yourself. Hi, this is Connor Lester. Ms. Anderson, I have a few simple questions. It won't take but a couple minutes of your time. And that lets them know not only who you are, but what you're trying to do. You just have a couple questions, and it won't take long. And that allows the receiver to be more comfortable. Now you've started the conversation. Where do you go from here? And that brings us to Ms. Anderson's second point. The second point being that in order to interpret the message, the receiver's looking for several different indicators. And according to statistics that Ms. Anderson, according to some statistics that Ms. Anderson included in this article, she lets us know that 55% of people in business, both men and women, receive a message and interpret the message based on the deliverer's body language. 37% interpret a message based on the tone, and only 8% actually base what they interpret off the words and the message themselves. What that basically means is that how you carry yourself, your facial expressions, your body language, and the tone in your voice says more than the actual message you're trying to convey. So, that's an example of, if you look down and out and you look angry, nobody's going to believe that you're a happy person. You must continue to smile, keep your head up, and to convey the message you're trying to convey. Um, with that being said, this article by Miss Anderson is a basic beginner's guide to business conversation. It's a pathway to get started, and it tells you how to be a successful communicator in business and in life, really. The main thing is that you must speak to not be misunderstood. You must be clear, concise, and deliberate with your words. You must continually have positive and tone. Your body language must match your message. If those things don't align, then the receiver will not be able to interpret and infer your message the way that you would like them to. This is, like I said, a beginner's guide to being successful in business communication. There's many more aspects into it, but the two main things is how to begin the message, and then how to follow up and how to conduct the conversation once you've got started. I thank you for the time, and once again, I'm speaking on an article by Amy Reese Anderson titled "Successful Business Communication. It Starts at the Beginning." I thank you. Once again, my name is Connor Lester, and y'all have a great day.